All right, this week's episode is brought to you by the Reborn Company. Go to their website at rebornco.net. They are a veteran-owned business that sells amazing candles, amongst other things. They've actually donated some candles for us to give away this week. We want to make sure that you guys get in on this giveaway. So please come to our Instagram at EmptyWagonFF or our Twitter at the same handle, EmptyWagonFF. And we're going to put some stuff out there. We want you to go ahead and retweet that or comment on it, depending on what it is. They are Missouri natives that were raised in St. Louis and Kansas City. They put in 34 years serving their country and raised 5 children. Now they own this candle company, and we want you guys to support them. So please go to them again at rebornco.net.
Bitch. Always be prepared for the show. Right, Josh?
Always be prepared.
Welcome to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. The three amigos back together again. Oh, yeah, I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock right now. We're mock drafting. I don't know what's going on. I have an error occurring. Whatever. Technical difficulties. Too much going on. Who cares? Yeah, I can't even get in the league. Cool.
Oh, we're going to have to leave again.
No, you're not. We're going to do this.
Whoa.
It says you're in there, bro.
This is a good analogy because the common everyday man has to go through this struggle. Just give it a second. I'm sure ESPN will always get their stuff together. I don't know why we didn't use Sleeper, but this is what you guys wanted, so that's no reason.
Because, again, Sleeper doesn't just throw people in.
Could have used Sleeper.
There we go. I'm in here. Who cares? You know why I didn't use Sleeper? Because we don't have a big enough following on Twitter to get people to fill up a draft room.
Dang.
Let's be honest.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm up.
It's not from a lack of trying.
I got 2.5 minutes. I got 3 minutes to draft. What are you guys all worried about? You can't even draft yet.
Okay.
3 minutes.
So we have any news this week?
We do have news, but before we get to news, because I can do news as we're drafting, because we'll have a little bit of a break. If you want to, Josh, you want to tell us all about the FSA?
So the Fantasy Sports Alliance. It's ran by a guy named Brian, and he has been running it since 1993. It's an incredible setup. It's a great way for you guys to play fantasy football. I think you should really get on there. Go check it out. It's at fsa.fr.com. So I think that if you guys will go there, you'll see that you only pay $50. There are incredible opportunities. He creates custom logos for you. There are 16 regions. You all play off in the fantasy football playoffs. There will be 8 regional champions crowned, and then you will determine a winner who wins it all, and you will be the Fantasy Sports Alliance champion. It is incredible. I'm going to be signing up this year, and I hope that all of you do as well.
And if you've been following their Twitter or Facebook, they are filling up fast, so get in there now.
And the link's in our description. So if you forget what he said, just look at the description at the bottom of this podcast. It's there.
We got you.
Hey, hit them up. They're at on Twitter at FSA_FR, Instagram fantasy_sports_alliance. And you can email them if you want to join at prefsa@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah. We're going to be mock drafting while we go through the rest of the show. It is a 12-team mock.
It's incredibly unnecessary.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's standard-ish, but we're probably going to have a little PPR bias to it when we're drafting.
I always draft PPR.
Yeah, and sometimes it bites you in the butt.
Never.
So, how's everybody's week going? Because we got 45 seconds till the draft room opens.
Well, like I said, I had to give up my truck this week because it was trying to kill me. So.
Yeah, nobody heard that because you made me restart the thing again.
It's like that Stephen King book where the car kills people.
Oh, Christine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
also a movie. Not as good, though. Book was
Aren't all
great.
Stephen King movies not as good as the books?
No, Secret Window was pretty good.
The Shining was good.
But still, the book's pretty good too, though, right?
Oh, the book's phenomenal.
Exactly.
The book's better, actually.
I like
See?
Secret Window.
It's also very different, but we don't have to get into that. I got Long John Silver's this week, so I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, we did.
So let's talk about this draft real quick. So first pick overall, you know that there's like a big group of 4 running backs that you want. Almost like there is every year.
Here, let's just fill everybody in. I'm going first. And that is the noise of the NFL.
And
Please don't sue us.
ESPN's suing us.
No, that's the NFL suing us. I'm taking Saquon Barkley, number 1. Eric will be up at pick 4. Josh will be at pick 8. Like I said, 12 team. Snake drafting this. We'll see where it goes. But while we're waiting.
So why did you pick Saquon number 1?
Oh.
Why not? He was number 1 running back. Yeah, Alvin Kamara went.
But I'm
Sad.
saying, what is your justification for taking Saquon? Why do you feel that he's better that Alvin Kamara better than Zeke, better than Christian McCaffrey? Why
Miles
Saquon?
on the legs.
Miles on the legs? That's it?
Yeah.
That's all your
And
justification?
he's the only offensive player they got there.
I feel like you're not giving your all right now.
I am giving him all. I mean, he is the only offensive. Why do we love Zeke in Dallas for so long? Because he was the best offensive player there by far.
Sure.
Saquon's the best. I don't think Alvin Kamara is the best offensive player on their team.
All right.
He
See,
gets
that's
used
what
a
I'm
lot.
asking for. That's why we host this
Yeah,
show.
But that's what I said.
It's for justification.
He was the best, least miles on the legs. I don't know what else you want here. O'Neal is on the clock. He's freaking out because Alvin Kamara went 2, Zeke went 3.
I think you should draft.
It's a standard. I don't want McCaffrey.
No, you're drafting it like it's standard, but
You can draft it however you want.
All right.
Because is it standard? Who knows? I don't even know how ESPN does their rankings anymore.
I'll take McCaffrey at 4.
That was the
Bingo.
stupidest pick I've ever heard in my life.
what an idiot.
All right. Gurley and Bell are still on the board.
So
People
let's
are
talk
taking
about
shock.
why you would take Christian McCaffrey right there.
Well, if we were drafting in a real league, which would be PPR, he would have gone off the board before that. But
Ooh, you see the surprise pick right after you?
no, I
know
missed
Melvin
it.
Gordon came off the board.
Melvin Gordon?
Before Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell, Nuke Hopkins. Pretty surprising.
That's fair. Given the change of scenery for Bell and Gurley's current knee troubles, I don't have a problem with it.
Christian McCaffrey, to me, belongs right there at number 4. I think he deserves in the top 4. Those 4 guys are pretty much going to be interchangeable. I would have Christian McCaffrey above Zeke in a PPR draft.
Oh, absolutely. Sure.
I still don't.
No.
I don't have to worry about it because I have all 3 of them in Dynasty.
You do.
So for me,
You're right.
it doesn't really.
Stop
The Karma
bragging
grabs him.
about it.
Yeah, when the Karma Bug gets you, it gets you.
That's fine. It hit the Warriors this year, didn't it?
Karma Bug got me this week because Dak just signed, and I'm real sad
He
about
didn't
it.
re-sign yet, did he? It's not an official thing, is it?
It's as official as the Anthony Davis trade.
No, that's official.
No, that's official.
That's happening.
Like Woj tweeted that. That's official, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's,
if it's a
not,
watch
it's
bomb-
not on paper yet.
Well, yeah,
Because
it's not
can't be,
inked
'cause
yet.
If it's a Woj bomb, it's real.
Okay.
Everyone knows that.
I've been waiting for Le'Veon Bell to go off the board here, but good old
I think he's going to be an auto pick here.
Hudson here is going to auto pick. The reason I
So
want
he's
to
going to get
Le'Veon
Gurley,
Bell
most likely.
is Sam Darnold's coming out and say that the Jets' offensive pace is significantly higher. What do you guys think it is?
The Jets are dumpster fire. I don't care.
Okay. I mean,
Adam Gase has proven to me that he doesn't know what he's doing.
We talked about Adam Gase last
he won you a
week.
Super Bowl there, bud.
Do what?
He got you guys a Super Bowl.
He didn't do anything.
He was the OC.
Peyton Manning was the OC.
Was he?
Thank you.
Was he? I don't think Gase was on the team when they actually won it, did he? Was he? He was there when they got swamped.
Nobody
By the
cares.
Seahawks.
He was awful with Miami. He's not going to be good with the
All right,
Jets.
Gurley went off the board as the auto pick. Whoop-de-doo. Pick 6.
I think that's way too early for Gurley. I'm just expecting him
crazy.
to go in the second
I'll
round.
take him at 6 all day.
A lot of people think he's worth the risk still. I don't. But I've talked about him ad nauseum. So,
I mean, Melvin Gordon's going to miss 2 weeks, guaranteed.
yeah,
every
2
year.
weeks. Not the whole season.
Well, Todd Gurley going to miss the whole season, but
We sure about that?
David Johnson?
I
Ugh.
picked David Johnson at 8 over Le'Veon Bell and James Conner.
Yeah, I like that pick.
At
DJ
7, though.
was 5th in my rankings. Go
At
for
7
it.
by Macbeth here. To be or not to be, he took Nuke Hopkins.
Yeah.
I know it's the wrong Shakespeare play. I don't care.
That's a little. No, he's usually in that 8 range. So
I think it's
that's
appropriate.
not terrible.
I just think that for me, the upside with David Johnson is much higher this year.
If Nuke was still there, would you have taken him over David Johnson?
No.
Okay. I think I would have because I think I would have taken him over Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson, the running backs that were available there.
I can find too much value in a draft for me to take a wide receiver this early.
But this is the different type of wide receiver. Now, Devontae Adams, whatever.
Well, that's what we're saying, though, is like you look at the first
Yeah, David Johnson
7
lost you
picks,
weeks last year.
6 of them were running backs. What?
Nuke would have won you weeks last year while David Johnson was losing you. Yes, he was the number 9 running back, but he averaged like 14 points a game because he played all 16 games.
Yeah, but that was under one of the worst offensive coaches.
And the offensive line is still the same.
No. I legitimately think he's going to be better this year. I think that they're going to scheme for him.
He's going to be better than the number 9 overall running back?
Yeah, I do.
Oof.
I think he's going to finish right up there with those big 4.
I think DJ is going to get plenty of work.
I think he'll get plenty of work. He got plenty of work.
90 to 95 plays this year per game.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
So after DJ, it went Devontae Adams, Michael Thomas, and Julio Jones. Devontae, I can understand, but I don't know if I would take Devontae over Michael Thomas. To me, Michael Thomas is He's a PPR machine, dude.
He is, but one again, this is standard.
That's
So
true. And
that makes a difference. And then, two, I don't see how Julio Jones went behind both those guys in any format.
right after these guys is what you
Yeah, I think I don't think any of these guys should have went before Julio Jones. If you're going to take a wide receiver, why not go with the best wide receiver from last year behind Nuke? I mean, I know he wasn't statistically, but it's also
Devontae was.
They waited till week 6 to throw him a touchdown pass too.
Yeah, well, that was a problem.
Yeah, and that ain't going to happen anymore because Sark is gone.
We don't know that.
What, Sark's
see what
gone?
happens.
We know
Sark's gone, but we don't know that they're going to keep giving him touchdowns. We don't know.
I think Matt Ryan liked his numbers a little better when he threw it to Julio close to the end zone.
Matt Ryan doesn't know anything. He doesn't know his elbow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
He doesn't know his elbow from a hole in the ground.
I mean, he's pretty good.
Okie dokie. Odell, pick 12. Le'Veon Bell still on the board. Are you guys kind of surprised or not surprised?
I think that I'm not really surprised, but I think it's okay for him to still be up there.
You wouldn't have taken it. Would you have taken him above these wide receivers?
I would have taken him.
Whoa.
Oh wow, that's
Okay.
not bad. So I would,
Patrick Mahomes, baby.
so I would have taken him above Odell for sure. Probably above Julio and Devontae Adams too.
Okay, you're way high on Mike Thomas.
And there goes Le'Veon at 14, so.
Smart.
My problem with Michael Thomas is second half of the year, defenses learned how to play the Saints, and they did not address that wide receiver 2 position. So
They got Jay Cook. They're good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
It's not the wide receiver 2 position.
Michael Thomas is still going to get his, but yeah, they did fall. But Drew Brees fell off in the second half last
He
year
did,
too.
but it was because Michael Thomas was getting blanket coverage. I think that does affect him a lot.
Joey Mixon's off the board. Sad panda. I wanted him.
All right, so start of the second round, we had Patrick Mahomes with the first pick, Le'Veon Bell with the second pick, Joe Mixon with a third pick.
So for me, there's a couple guys left on the board that I'm really interested in. James Conner, Antonio Brown, and Juju. For me, I'm going to take James Conner if he's there whenever I come up with my pick. If not, Juju is the guy for me.
You only got one pick away. I was like,
I'm only one pick away. That's my thought process. Is I always take running back whenever he's this highly valued over these wide receivers. But if not in a PPR format, I think Juju is going to have more value than the next best available running backs off the board, which would be Dalvin Cook and
Mike Evans wins, so there's your James Conner.
Mike Evans. I would not have taken Mike Evans personally over Juju, but I can understand why they did that.
So what about this? Travis Kelce's sitting there. Does anybody want him over Antonio Brown or Juju, who both went back-to-back? Now he's probably going to go Travis Kelce. But would you have taken him over those possible wide receivers?
I wouldn't have looked at him over either one, no.
Okay. I think I would have taken him over Antonio Brown. Because this is where you're talking about where you can get steals for wide receivers late,
Yeah.
but you can't get steals for tight end. You go late tight end, you're crap shooting it. What was that? Dalvin Cook?
Yeah, I'm sad about it.
So after Mike Evans, I drafted James Conner, Antonio Brown, Juju went off the board, and then Dalvin Cook. Not really any big surprises there. We kind of expected this. I think Mike Evans going above Juju and Antonio Brown were probably bigger surprises than anything else. But Mike Evans could be in line for a big year. Thoughts?
You okay?
I'm okay. So I'm in the situation now we talked about last week during my draft strategy. I'm at the point where there's not a lot of running backs left on the board that I like, but I could take a receiver here. I could take Kelce here, but sticking with a good strategy.
Got it.
Josh Jacobs, no.
Best player available.
What?
You always go best player available. Bingo. See? Oh my gosh, you're taking so long.
It's a mock, dude.
It's a mock.
I'll take all the time I want. Thanks.
No, you won't. You have 20 seconds left.
Well, that's all the time he wants. Because after that, he has no
That's all the time he has.
Yeah, so it's all the time he wants.
Act like you've been here before.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
I won't.
You're acting like freaking AAF right now. And
Yeah,
they
whatever.
folded.
I'll take him. I'll take Kelsey there.
Kelsey, second round.
Did we push you into it?
Oh, what an idiot. Just kidding.
All right, I'm up in 2 picks, and I have
Mr. Best Player available over
I have
there.
no idea what I'm doing.
Well, I hate Fournette there.
Yep.
I don't like Chubb there. I don't think the value's right.
Okay.
Devontae Freeman, he's
But
never
you gotta
healthy.
think those guys probably aren't going to be there when he comes back.
No, they're probably not. But
Kelsey
again,
wouldn't have been either.
I'll take Ingram in the 4th. I'd be okay with that.
That's a tough spot to pick in. I I think I would have went Lenny, but I don't know if I would have liked it.
Yeah, you would have went another running back. You stole my strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't trust Jacksonville at all.
You go with what works, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't help if you can get some stuff from some people later.
Yeah.
All right. So Adam Thielen went. Then Leonard Fournette went. I'm on the clock.
Adam Thielen, really?
You got back-to-back picks.
What do you guys think about Mahomes in the top of the second?
The first pick of the second round, 13th overall. I strongly disagree with that, but I disagree with taking quarterbacks early.
Yeah, and I mean, if maybe in his mindset, didn't think he'd be there when he came back to him. You know, I mean, honestly.
No, and you are going to have to overpay for Patrick Mahomes this year. Yeah. If you want him, you're going to have to overpay for him.
So I took Nick Chubb, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with my second pick. Not a clue.
I like the Nick Chubb.
That's not
pick.
terrible at 24.
I don't want Keenan Allen. I'm worried about Keenan Allen. His injury history, always being banged up, worries me. T.Y., same thing. Amari Cooper, yuck.
Blah.
Now, do I want to go tight end? Because if I take Zach Ertz or George Kittle, I'm set for life, right?
You're set for life.
I mean, that's your four. What, those three and then Ingram or Ebron at 4?
Yeah.
4 and 5. So
I can take Zach Ertz, but then I'm not picking again for a while. I'm going to do something a little crazy.
Let's see it, dude.
And I'm taking Brandon Cooks.
I like it.
Ooh.
I see nothing wrong with that. I like him more.
He has more 1,000-yard games.
Games?
Or, sorry, seasons. Sorry. 1,100
What
yards.
other wide receivers are left on the board?
Then Stephon Diggs.
No, that's fair. Because Green coming off the injury, Julian Edelman, too early for him.
Julian Edelman. Sorry, that was the other one. And there was somebody else, too.
I probably would have took Allen there if I was going to take a receiver.
I would have taken Keenan Allen over.
Yeah.
You know what? I want Brandon, because Brandon Cooks can win me a week. Keenan Allen's probably just going to be a serviceable 15-pointer. Like, he'll be 10 to 15 points in PPR.
He's a solid wide receiver.
Yeah, but Brandon Cooks can win me a week. He can go out there and get me 20 to 30. My first wide receiver, I want to be a guy that can win me a week.
A banger.
Yeah. I don't want the guy that's just going to be steady Eddie. And that's my biggest problem with when we were talking about – who were we talking about earlier?
So right now your team is Saquon, Nick Chubb, and Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
That's a pretty good squad so far.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
All right, after Brandon Cooks was drafted, Sony Michel in the third round. I think that's too early, boys.
Hasn't practiced since May 6th.
That's
we talked about that.
Too early, and then they went and got another guy in the third round. And the Patriots running back situation is so volatile that you don't know if Sony Michel will be the star or if he will never play again. And I think that's just it's too volatile. Zach Ertz taken right after that. Okay, you kind of expect Zach Ertz to go there. And then, Aaron Jones. What's your thought process, bud?
We're getting slim on running backs here, so I needed to take another one there to fill out the old stable. I could have taken Allen there. Probably would have been a good pick, but wide receivers deep. I mean, you can go 60 deep on wide receivers. You only got, 20 good running backs in this league?
So your team right now is Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, and Travis Kelce.
Not ideal.
But tight end secured. Like, you don't have to worry about it. His bye week's week 12, so you have nothing to worry about for Kelce for a tight end until week 12.
Sure.
So set it, forget a tight end, which is better than if you go late on tight end, you're playing the guessing game.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
what the hell?
The Derrick Henry?
Oh.
I think it's a good pick.
Oh.
I think they figured it out.
They're better. There are better running backs to take there.
Are there?
It makes you want to throw up.
Sure.
Marlon Mack?
You still got...
James White? Because we're saying this is standard, so I don't want...
I would have taken Devonta Freeman over him.
Yeah, I would have taken Freeman there. I mean, I skipped Freeman, but I skipped on the promise of Aaron Jones.
Talking about the injury history of all these other guys, and you're going to take Devonta Freeman over Derrick Henry?
Yep.
Yeah, he still plays for the Titans, bro.
He does.
At least Atlanta has a good offense. If he's healthy, Freeman's probably a good...
what has Derrick Henry ever done?
The last half of the year. And that we all...
No, there were 2 games the last half of the year. One game he scored 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Exactly.
It's not relevant.
No, because what you do in the beginning of the year and the end of the year. The middle of the year doesn't matter for fantasy when people look at fantasy. Everybody forgets the middle. You remember the beginning when he either screwed your team early and you quit, or you remember late when he pushed you to the championship and you won. So maybe that happened to that guy last year.
Yeah, I had Deion Lewis, so...
Exactly.
It hurt. It hurt real bad.
If Deion Lewis would have had 4 good games in like week 6, 7, and 8, you wouldn't have cared.
All right, so after the Derrick Henry Hail Mary play, the 5th pick of the 3rd round. Then they went Keenan Allen, solid pick. The fact that he fell that far, I'm very surprised.
Yeah, that's great value there. At
T.Y.
30.
This is standard. If this is standard, that's probably right for Keenan.
Yeah,
Allen.
that's
because
true.
he's a 97 catch guy, but he's not going to get you a lot of touchdowns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then you got T.Y. Hilton, and then I took A.J. Green.
Risky, a little risky.
A little risky because of the injury history.
But man, does he produce when he's healthy.
When he's
Good
healthy,
God.
I feel good about it. He can be, that top 5 receiver when healthy.
Well, we talked about it last week. Weeks 1 through 8, I think he was wide receiver 8 through week 8 last year.
I like
in
that.
fantasy. So
that a lot.
I like the pick there. Really good value for AJ Green at 32. Amari Cooper at 33. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
He's a Cowboy, though.
Yeah, you know which Cowboys I like? Their offensive line, Zeke
Jason Witten.
and Jay Witt, and their corners.
Do you see that Jason Witten finally showed off his dome?
No,
He took the toupee off, and he finally showed off.
he
that
had a
dome, dude.
toupee.
Yeah, dude.
Did he?
You didn't know that?
Dude, so
Come
Monday
on.
Night Football, I didn't really pay attention that much. I was usually playing video games while that was happening.
It was so bad.
So, do you guys want to talk about what happened, or you guys want to talk about guys that we're not drafting?
I think we're filling in time here, bud.
So
Are we?
34,
The Marlon Mack and
35.
Devontae Freeman, the
Yeah.
2 running backs you guys been talking up?
Yeah, I like them a lot, actually. I think Marlon Mack, that's a little bit risky depending on the makeup of your team, but
That's
overall,
good value at
What,
34,
Marlon Mack?
though. Really good
the
value at
Indianapolis
34.
Star believes that Colts coach Frank Wright wants Marlon Mack to carry the load for the backfield.
Well,
Straight from the Indianapolis
you
Star.
can want one hand, shit in the other.
Yeah.
See which one fills up first.
I mean, he's the coach, so he can make a little more happen than us. here
Yeah, but it's
in the
all
garage.
conjecture at this point.
Who would you rather have there?
None of it's substantial.
I'd probably take Marlon Mack.
Okay.
Devontae
'cause there's-
Freeman, I want him to be good, but
But you can.
It's
Oh,
risque. It's real
Oh,
risque.
we're talking about the George Kittle or the Alshon Jeffrey?
No, I'm okay with George.
I like the Kittle pick there. That's really good at
Alshon
36.
being the first pick of the 4th round. That's all bad.
Yeah. Wentz does not utilize him in any way, shape, or form. It's not.
I can't.
Don't like
co-sign
that. I like Stephon Diggs there at 38. That's real nice.
I want to know if Josh is going to do what I think he might do here. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to put
You think I'm going to take Damian Williams?
I want to know what love is. What?
There's another guy there.
There's
If you-
Damian.
If you grab
Off
another running
the
back, I
board.
know which running back you're taking.
39 for
you would
Damian
think that
Williams.
I would take carry on.
No, you will. Because the report came out that they want him to catch 60 balls.
Yeah, but you're going to want one hand.
Once again, yeah.
Do you think that can happen? I think it's a bold-faced lie. I called it that on
I
the
think
show when you were here.
Well, first of all, you have to look at where the report's coming from. I think it could happen. I don't think it will.
All right, so Damian Williams, Kerryon Johnson both went because we talked about them, so they're gone. So I want to see what you do here.
Well, this is very simple for me.
You going to do it?
I'm going Jules.
That was dumb.
No,
This is standard.
Julian Edelman finished. Julian Edelman finished as he was on pace to be a number 1 wide receiver. I now have AJ Green and Julian Edelman. Both of them
It's
are on
standard.
lines.
This is standard, though.
Okay, well, he was just outside of being a number 1 receiver. He would have projected to finish that in standard. But to get a wide receiver, 2 right there, I feel good about it.
Okay.
I don't have any beef with
the
that.
thing I want to say is, though, and I think I know why you didn't take this guy, but the number 1 wide receiver is sitting there still on the board from last year.
Mark Ingram off the board.
Yeah.
Feel bad. I
He's
wanted
still
him in the
sitting
4th.
there. And you can say you don't like person, that's why you didn't take him, that's fine. But he is the number 1 wide receiver from
Yeah,
last
that-
year.
that's fine,
And his
but
offense, nothing with his offense has changed.
I don't.
Nothing with his offense has changed.
I
His
don't-
quarterback's not 44 years old with 17 kids.
I wouldn't draft Tyreek Hill.
Okay, I know, because personal reasons.
Personally, yeah, that's fine.
But if he's cleared to play,
I would rather lose the whole thing than draft him.
okay. But you've had Big Ben on your team who's had more
Well,
instances
if
of
he's
loss.
still there at my next pick, which he is,
Big Ben didn't hurt a child.
yeah, I'm taking him.
You don't know that. That was a young girl at a college bar. She could have been underage. That's a child. It's somebody's child.
We're all.
I took Tyreek Hill.
He did. And
Because
think
I
that's a
don't
great
care.
pick.
I want to win.
Because I was hoping it was falling to me. Because I was like, oh, man, if he falls to me,
Because
last
again,
pick of the 4th round,
yeah, again, nothing's been determined whether he's
And
gonna.
there's no
As of
video.
right now, he's cleared to play.
and
So
he did not hurt the child, is actually the report that came out. He did nothing to the kid. Him and his wife did nothing. The child fell. And then the wife tried blaming it on him to get money out of him, is the actual last report that came out.
There's so many reports coming out.
There is. You're right.
I personally just stay away from it,
Okay.
like I would a pride.
the
parade.
point of all this, if you're not mock drafting right now, getting ready for your draft in August, July, whenever it might be, you need to start. You need to see what your team's going to look like if you do some wacky stuff. If you take Kelsey in the second round like I did, or if you take Patrick Mahomes in the second round, you need to see what your team turns out look like. And if you like it when it's all over, you can incorporate that into your draft strategy. If not, keep doing some mocks. Try some other stuff out. See what happens.
Like, I'm trying some stuff out.
Yeah.
So I'm on the clock, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
There were 2 Chiefs drafted back-to-back. It went Tyreek Hill and then Sammy Watkins.
You missed one right in the middle there.
Oh, Josh Jacobs, excuse me. One of these guys are going to be right. O'Neal, Eric, or this other team who drafted Sammy. One of you will be right.
Do you think Sammy Watkins is going to play 12 games?
I think he'll play 12.
Nope.
He'll play 12.
You guys want to put a little bet on it? A little wager?
Pie bet. I'll do it. He will not play 12 games.
He'll play 12.
Right here.
He'll play 12.
Write it down.
Oh, gosh.
Write it down.
I got to draft one of you.
I don't care about your draft pick.
He'll play 12. Easy.
Pie bet. Saying it right here as I write it down. Pie bet.
Well, I'm going to take, since you guys we're bringing up old stuff, I did take Chris Godwin, but I'm going to take Tyler Lockett because he's going to finish
Hey.
16 wide receiver or better next year.
It's possible.
Because if he does, Josh loses his hair.
That's fine. It'll grow back.
I know.
I will never shave my head for anything.
But the fact that...
Have some fun with it.
See,
I'm on the board.
It will grow back, but the pictures will live on the internet forever.
Yeah, but you guys won't see him.
That's fair.
Why?
No, we're going to watch you get your head shaved.
Be there.
Oh, I'll make sure I'm there.
What do you mean we won't be there?
You'll be in Alaska.
Don't tell people where I'm going, but I could be anywhere at any time.
I know that's where you're going to be.
But I could be anywhere. All right, so let's talk about what happened. I took Chris Godwin, Tyler Lockett. Not really liking my team because I have a wide receiver at my flex, but...
You were solid till that point.
Oh, no, I think I'm good because Chris Godwin could fail. I need another wide receiver to plug in my wide receiver too.
Ooh,
and I think
that's
Lockett
tempting.
could be a better
That's
wide
real
receiver
tempting,
too.
but that's too early.
If Godwin's hype is not real, because there's a chance it's not. Right, there's a good chance that Bruce Arians doesn't fix Jameis Winston and Chris Godwin falls back down to, where he's been the last couple of years.
It's very possible.
So then Calvin Ridley went right after the Tyler Lockett. Chris Carson went, and then O'Neal goes out with little Cooper Kupps.
Little cupsies.
I like it.
So all the Rams wide receivers are off the board, right? Am I missing him?
No, they are. Makes
They're
sense.
all off the board. I took the first one, Brandon Cooks, reached on him, but whatever. I'm in a book in. It's kind of what I have to do. Who's your favorite Rams wide receiver? Obviously,
I like
Brandon
Cup the best if he's healthy. The problem is I don't trust guys coming off injury, so I like Woods the best out of the three.
Josh, you're a Robert Woods guy.
But he wasn't on the
For me, it's
on the board.
C-Cups.
Okay. Are you worried about the knee at all?
No. I'm not worried about that.
I did really like Chris Carson's value right there at 51, though. I wanted Carson, but he wasn't there, sadly.
I think he'll recover just fine.
Because Pete Carroll said Chris Carson's in the best shape of anyone at camp.
Pete Carroll's a habitual liar.
That's fact.
Yeah. Just like he says he's going to play Rashard Penny.
Or Matt Flynn's our guy.
Hey, he got checks, so good for him. James White off the board at 54.
Is this standard?
Yeah.
I believe this may be an auto draft team that picked him.
Yeah.
So
there are other
that's
players I
probably why,
would
because he
have.
was setting up her high in the rank. So this being standard, which I think most of us are taking this as standard. There's probably a few people out there that are doing this PPR. Josh, with Julian Edelman.
I don't know if that's fair.
I don't know if that's fair.
It's honest.
Potato, tomato. So
round
we have
in? Round five?
So right now, yeah, this is round 5. That was the 6th pick off the board. The best available is DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, Philip Lindsay, David Montgomery. Oh, Philip Lindsay just got drafted. And then Kenyon.
Get Royce Freeman. Hold him hostage.
Royce Freeman, yes. So at this point, you have to sit there and say, okay, well, what does my team need? When I get to this point in the draft, I have what I believe to be solid starters up to this point. So this person is going to be my flex. Who do I want my flex? Do I want to gamble, or do I want to go with something I think is going to be a little more solid?
You better gamble because you got a perfect Jeff Fisher team there. Nice mediocre right down the board. Your points will always be good, but they'll never be the ones destroying the league.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm the champion right now, and you're not.
Are you?
Yeah.
In a standard league?
Well, I mean, I have both trophies. Where's yours at?
It's over there with a giant dick on it.
You
can
lost
go
that
ahead and
one.
put your mouth on it. It's still here, though.
Wow.
So where's that?
Okay.
You lost it.
My name's on
So
that thing
Kenyon
was.
Drake and David Montgomery are the next two off the board. I love Montgomery, but I don't know
I
if
think the hype
57 is a good spot to
I
take
think
him.
the hype on Montgomery is ridiculous. Honestly, yes, if he gets the workload there. But they like Tariq Cohen still there.
What has he done?
Exactly. Is he better than Jordan Howard? Jordan Howard actually did a lot in the NFL. And I don't think he's taking Tariq Cohen's job away.
A couple back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, no big deal.
Yeah.
Until Matt Nagy.
I should have picked in the
ruined
middle.
everything.
This is so boring.
Exactly. So Robbie Anderson went and DJ Moore went. Who's next up? Josh is next up. And if we look here at Josh's team, because I should know.
I think Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore, those are a bit of a reach. I would have rather had Allen Robinson over those guys.
I like Mike Williams there
Ooh.
better than that.
Ooh.
I like Mike Williams. I like Jarvis Landry better than
Team
that.
Rockstar. I think they're playing from like last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say
LaShawn
like 3 years
McCoy.
ago.
Oof.
LaShawn
80.
Let's say if this is the team 3 years ago, you'd love this. LaShawn McCoy, Odell Beckham, Alshon Jeffrey.
I like Odell.
Those are bangers.
But I'm saying like a
No.
couple years ago, those are all
Oh, yeah.
like first, second round picks.
Sure.
Bangers.
But
I'm flush
McCoy
with
might get released
fingers.
when the league year actually starts. So
All right, looking at Josh's
Yeah.
team. Looking at your team.
Solid.
You
David
have
Johnson, James Conner.
You have 3 running backs. All I want to say is you got 3 running backs, 2 wide receivers. I'm trying to get through this quick before another pick happens from Rockstar because nobody knows what he's going to do. I mean, knowing you're probably going to try to take another running back if there's somebody there, but I don't think there's anybody there you really like.
Mm-mm.
Now, you might look at wide receiver, but there are some tight ends coming up that I think you might have your eye on.
Hunter Henry.
That's what I thought. He was cleared for the playoff game. Granted, he had 1 catch. So I think the knee is fine. He's had over a full year when the season actually starts to recover from it. DK Metcalf and Evan Ingram went.
So for me, if Hunter Henry is there, I will take him. If not, I will pass.
And you're going to go quarterback, Aaron Rodgers? But
I will not go Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely not.
he's got a Sean McVay
He's got
coach.
high hopes.
He's got a Sean McVay prodigy coach.
That doesn't mean
It means the offense will get better.
that doesn't mean
No,
anything.
that's what it means. That's what it means.
I will take Rashad Penny.
Oh, Mike Williams off the board. Sad.
Yeah,
I was hoping he'd fall to me.
And that's another reason why I'm not a huge Keenan Allen fan.
Yeah. No, I talked
I
about
think
Mike
Mike Williams is going
Williams.
to take all the touchdowns. In a standard league, PPR, they'll probably be a little closer.
It could be.
But in a standard league, I think Mike Williams is going to get some more of the touchdowns.
Yeah.
Where Keenan Allen may go,
I think Hunter Henry's going to get plenty of the touchdowns.
We'll see about that knee.
He's had issues. Okay, OJ Howard just went off the board.
Oh,
Who actually was a tight end. I took my boy.
Really good value
Do you
there.
think?
'cause I think
you
he's
think
gonna
Hunter
be great.
Henry's going to finish?
I think he is a solid pick. I think he's going to finish top 5 easy. Possibly going to be in there with the top 3 guys.
So you think he's better than OJ?
You're talking
Howard?
about
Yeah, I
Oh,
think he's better
Henry,
than OJ
okay.
Howard.
So I think OJ Howard with Jameis.
I think
It's
it's,
gonna be
I think it's possible, but I have to go off the history of what Bruce Arians has done with tight ends before, and
Yeah, but he's never. I mean,
he's never had
Jermaine
someone-
Gresham has been his best tight end, and he made Jermaine Gresham so.
Are you kidding me? Oh.
Ricky Seals Jones? You talking about? He wasn't there for that.
Yeah, he was.
Oh well, that was last year.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
But Jermaine Gresham actually had decent fantasy years where he was.
Yeah,
somewhat
no,
okay.
yeah, but for
He
me,
was streaming.
OJ Howard, he is a prolific talent, but I like the opportunity for Hunter Henry better, and what I've seen Phillip Rivers do with tight ends over the years, no matter who the offensive coordinator is, I trust that history a little bit more. I'm not saying that he's the better talent.
No,
I think OJ Howard is more talented, but we're talking about fantasy purposes here. Hunter
Yeah.
Henry is a better player.
no, and exactly. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. Honestly, I think if you pick either one of them right there,
You're not going to regret it. In the 6th round, getting someone who you believe is going to be a huge difference.
set it and forget it tight end.
Yeah. I think it's
not the
solid.
because I know Eric wants to talk about the Kyle Rudolph getting his deal because he underachieved and got an extension. So what's he?
Get paid, Kyle.
Yeah.
And it's even more confusing
Ooh, the
fact
run
that
on
they,
tight ends just went. Jeez.
the fact
alright.
that they
That's fine
drafted
with
a
me.
new tight end. That's what makes it even more confusing. Irv Smith out of Alabama.
Yep.
I don't get it. But
Okay, so when I said the run on tight ends, so Evan Ingram went, just to kind of recap a little bit, pick two in round 6. Then
That's
Mike
not
Williams, then OJ Howard, Hunter Henry, then Eric Ebron. Did you want Lamar Miller?
I mean, look at the rest of the board. I need another running back, and I got my choices are Miles Sanders, Tariq Cohen, Tevin Coleman, Darius Guice, Jerry McKinney,
Why don't you just ask the
Latavius
league
Murray.
if you can take all the Niners running back as one
Right?
glob?
I
The
would
whole
go.
stable.
I would go Coleman here. That's my opinion because I've seen what
No guys?
I like the juice, but I think Adrian Peterson's really going to push him for carries. And we know guys went to the same doctor as Alex Smith, and we know that those infections happen.
They sure
He was
do.
up first, so yeah.
Yeah. So for me, we know that Tevin Coleman has been in this system before. The head coach loves him. They even said there was a report that came out that they said they believe Tevin Coleman could be the starter coming into the year. I think in the 6th round at this point, you're kind of just taking guys who you believe will fill your flex, possibly step in to be your RB2.
Looking at Eric's team, he probably should have went with Carlos Hyde, so he could have got another Chief because he has 2 Chiefs already.
That way
Don't
you
be
buy
afraid to stack guys on the same bye week.
On the Chiefs.
Well, right, on good offenses.
yeah,
If you stack Saints, if you stack Chiefs, if you stack
Raiders.
no. Absolutely. No. I mean, any of the top 5 offenses from
Jaguars.
last year, don't be afraid to stack those guys. You don't have to win every regular season game to get into the playoffs.
It helps.
Well, yeah, it helps, but you don't have to have a perfect regular season. Just get into the playoffs. If you have a strong team and you have guys on the same offense and that's a great offense, who cares? Throw away your bye weeks. No, don't worry about it. Stack them.
I care about all my bye weeks. Oh, I want to win them all. I never do, but I want to.
Oh, what?
Fantasy football is a crapshoot anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's so much luck
And
involved.
chances are, if they're a
So-
late bye week, you might not even have those guys when that bye week time comes around.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Andy Luck and Rashad Penny, huh?
Yeah. So I just realized all my running backs are going into their 3rd year.
That's good. They're young. Not Saquon. Saquon's 2nd year.
Oh, sorry. All of them are going to 2nd year. So because it's Saquon, Chubb's his 2nd year, right?
Yep. Penny.
It's his 2nd year.
There goes Matty Ryan.
Yeah. Sorry. They're going in their 2nd year. I just realized that as I picked it, I was like, oh.
Oh, you think that 15 pounds is going to help Rashard Penny out, huh?
Well, I think as my first guy on my bench, I can live with that.
Yeah. That's fair.
I bet you won't live with it. Got him.
I don't know what that means.
It doesn't mean anything.
God, I just hate the running backs left on the board.
Oh, there's a treat out there. There's a treat.
A treat?
Tasty treat.
Oh, Peyton Barber?
Rojo?
There we go. The other one.
No, absolutely not.
Brad's brain works.
Not the one.
Nope.
Not the one that's screaming War Eagle as he's running down the street.
I'm going to take a chance because I believe in Baker and the Browns. I'm going to take Jarvis Landry here.
Okay. You guys weren't surprised at my Andy Luck pick?
I was surprised you took a quarterback that early, but
I know he's not coming back to me. Probably in the 7th. I probably won't get him at the end of the 7th round.
I will probably not draft a
Or the
quarterback
end of the
until
8th
like
round.
round 10.
I understand it.
So he's what I think is going to be the number 1 quarterback. And if I think the number 1 quarterback's there over guys like Miles Sanders, Marvin Jones, Sterling, guys that I might not even play, might be dumping.
Yeah, I understand it.
So, set it, forget it, guy. And that's what with the positions like quarterback, tight end, if you're going to reach, it better be a guy that you can just plug and never worry about it. With a single QB, single tight end league.
Yeah, I take Landry there. I need injury protection and suspension protection for my wide receivers. I need somebody there. So, and
All
he can
right.
play the flex if I need him to.
Jared Cook just came off the board. But Brock Lesnar's in here drafting with us, guys.
Oh, I don't think that's the same guy.
It could be.
I think that's a little
Who's
early.
the best left? A-Rod? Meh. Nope. Marvin Jones, Sterling Shepard, D.D. Westbrook, Corey Davis.
No, this is kind of why I went where I went. Because
Yeah.
what's up there, like these wide receivers, Will Fuller will probably put up some good games. But you got to guess that good game right. And he could screw you over.
Don't blow it.
Yeah. And then you have a run of 49er running backs that ESPN just said, let's just put them all in the same range and just see what happens that way.
That's what I did with my wide receiver rankings with the Rams guys.
Yeah.
Just shove them all together, and if it's close, I'm good, right?
If one of them shows up, you can be like, I was all right on this guy. He was high. Let's not talk about the other ones.
Bro, why are you so upset?
I'm not upset. Why would I be upset?
You're so upset because you're so red right now.
Oh, no, it's hot. I ain't got no water. I didn't bring no water.
Okay, well, Drew Brees just went. That left me with no choice but to take Aaron Rodgers.
Ew.
Well, you no choice. You said, I'm not taking quarterback till super late.
I didn't want to, but whenever the possible number one quarterback in fantasy is going to be left on the board,
he will not be.
Seventh round, I said possible.
He won't.
Okay.
I mean, okay, so not that I took Andrew Luck, so it isn't like I can talk too crazy about it.
Yeah, let's go.
But you're up in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks.
Yep.
You don't think you could have gotten 9 picks? Or a
I
quarterback that could have finished in just aside, a Baker Mayfield, who you guys
I wouldn't have gotten
high on.
9 picks.
I'm high on Baker. I don't think Josh
He's
is
not
nearly
as high,
high.
but he's still saying he could be a top 10 quarterback.
No.
A QB1.
No.
He's not even in your rankings.
Top 7. He's going top 7.
No.
He's going to be top 7
QB1.
QB.
You have him
He's going to be a QB.
top 12. I'm pretty sure you had him in top 12. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head.
I don't think so.
I had him at 5. I love Baker.
I know you do.
He's going to sling it.
Way too high. You're smoking crack.
All right, there. Woo, we're going crazy. Speaking
Cocaine's
of Baker,
a hell of a
he's gone.
drug.
Team Rockstar.
No.
Team Rockstar has Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, I had Baker 12.
There you go.
Baker and Patrick Mahomes. That.
But I had several guys above him.
I don't like
You
that.
did. And like you said, Aaron Rodgers could be the number one. He was on a bum.
You can
knee
only
and-
play one
There were
QB.
only
Why
two
would you draft
people-
Mahomes and Baker?
According
That
to my
doesn't make any
rankings, there
sense
were
to me.
only 2 people that I had above. Excuse me. There were only 2 people I had above him, and that was Patrick Mahomes and Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
So to get him here in the 7th, I'm good with it.
No, and I understand it. It's just usually you wait. Even usually,
I do, but like you said, you have to take best available sometimes, and value matters. If I'm going to sit there and pass up on a potential, star quarterback, and I'm going to draft someone like D.D. Westbrook, well, what the hell? What's the point? You know what I mean? Or Corey Davis.
So we are at about 40 minutes here. Josh, you're coming up in a second, so I'm going to leave you alone to let you ponder what you're going to do. Eric, you have no quarterback yet, which understandable. Your running backs are Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, and Tevin Coleman. There it is, and no running backs on your bench. Then you got Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, and Jarvis Landry at wide receivers, and Travis Kelce. How do you feel about your team?
I feel way better if this was PPR, but at the same time, it's not terrible.
Let's say it is PPR. Let's just say it is PPR.
If it was PPR, I'm real happy with what I have.
Because you have a chance at, if it's PPR,
I could have the number one running back, I could have the number one wide receiver, and the number one tight end.
Yes.
Possibly.
And Jarvis Landry, who's probably a wide receiver, borderline 2 maybe, depending.
Yeah.
We'll see how the offense goes this year.
Sure.
Because he does get a large target share. At least he did last year. We'll see how Odell changes things. Coming off your bench. And Cooper Kupp, who was good last year. Gets a lot of targets. And the possible goal line back for the 49ers.
Yeah, no, and Tevin Coleman can catch the ball out of the backfield too. In PPR, I feel real good right now. My worry is Kupp gets hurt again, Tyreek Hill gets suspended, then my receiver core is decimated and I'm screwed.
All right, we are in round 8.
We sure are, and I'm on the board.
Baker Mayfield went number 1. Don't talk through your pick. Do it in your head. Number 2 was Marvin Jones.
Wow.
Wow, I know, right?
Number 3 was Keneal Henry.
N'Keal Harry.
I don't care. Number 4 was Darnell Henderson.
Daryl.
No, it's Darnell to me.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You're just butchering these poor guys' names.
Yeah.
They matter. They're people.
Because,
too.
yeah, is he going to be good? Yeah. Is he going to be Todd Gurley? No.
No,
Is he going to be C.J. Anderson from the end of last year? No.
that's a reach.
Ronald Jones to you, Josh, at 5. I think it's a great pick. And where are you having? Because you're not starting. So if the hype doesn't pay off, you're not stuck with it.
He's my 4th running back.
Exactly.
Don't care. Long hair. Don't care.
I need to make a pick.
You do. You take the whole clock.
D.D. Westbrook went. So
Yeah,
a
'cause I'm
defense
not
went.
prepared.
Whatever. Do we want to talk about the Rams
Ew,
defense going
why?
in the 8th round?
That's stupid.
Okay. And then we have D.D. Westbrook. And then we have Dak Prescott.
I almost choked on my drink.
The $34 million year a man.
So just to kind of put this out there, Eric, you took Big Ben
I did.
right after Dak. Carson Wentz just went off the board. Pick 11. Pick 10 was Emmanuel Sanders. We'll talk about that.
Dak's trash. Wentz is always hurt. Roethlisberger produces. I'll take Russell. I'll take Roethlisberger there.
Russell Wilson's still on the board. And we can all say, don't like him, whatever. All he is efficient.
Run first team. That efficiency will probably regress this year.
But would you have Cowboys aren't a run first team?
Do what?
The Cowboys aren't a run-first team. I'm comparing him.
Oh, no. I would never take Dak ahead of Russell Wilson.
Okay.
That's insanity.
This is where I'm going with
That's
this,
dumb.
is with the Dak pick of it all.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the clock. Russell Wilson was there. Jared Goff was there. Mitchell Trubisky, I think I would have taken over. There's a lot of guys on the board that I would have taken
In standard, with his rushing numbers, I really like Trubisky. For sure.
Exactly.
That'd be a solid pick there.
Jared Goff, QB1.
I was looking at Goff. I was thinking about Goff to take him where I took him. But
QB1. But
Big Ben's got the... He's got the pedigree, man. I had to go with Big Ben there. Ew. Oh, I had him on one team. Ugh.
And the juice.
Take it.
I like the juice in the 9th round.
No, that's fine in the 9th.
And
Absolutely.
I got to stick with what's going on with my running backs because,
Second-year guys.
boom.
So now you've got yourself into a groove that is compromising your drafting ability.
No, it is. It's
Ugh.
sometimes you don't make the patterns; they make themselves, and you make a beautiful quilt with it.
You make a beautiful quilt with it.
Quote that. Ship it.
Then you can just lay in bed,
Clip it.
snuggle up with your year 2 running backs.
I have 1, 2.
Well, last year, the year 2
Three.
running
Because
back.
I almost took,
Two,
you know who else?
three.
I almost took Philip Lindsay as well. He was on my queue, and I was like, I can't go with him yet. When I went the back-to-back West Series.
Last year, some of those year 2 running backs were straight fire.
Yeah.
McCaffrey, Kamara. I mean, now we're talking about them as being potentially number 1 players. So
Exactly.
I don't think you're wrong here. I think you got some good
Will some of
opportunities.
these guys bust? Yes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Could
Yeah,
Chris Carson take
Leonard
away?
Fournette busted last year.
I think we saw that Pete Carroll wants to get Rashad Penny the ball.
I'm going to
All
put
the
my money
chances
where
they
my
gave last
mouth
year.
is here.
Royce Freeman. All right, so before we get to the Royce Freeman of it,
Royce to 5'9" Freeman.
let's talk about round 9. I took Darius Geis 1. Jordan Howard went 2. Will Fuller the 5th went 3. Royce, the Rolls Royce. Are you freeing the Rolls Royce?
What? Am I
Freeing the Rolls Royce.
Sure. Yeah, I'll let him out of the garage. I'll take the cover off of him.
All right, then
No, I'm
Dante-
gonna hold Philip Lindsay owners hostage when he gets hurt.
And then Dante Pettis and Jarrett McKinnon.
I just hated the rest of the running backs there. It's like Eckler, Barber, Jalen Richard, Deion Lewis, Deonta Foreman, Duke Johnson, Carlos Hyde. I don't like any of those guys there. So
let me just tell you guys what I'm going to do with my next pick if we get to it, because I don't think we'll get to it on the show. I have no tight end. I'm probably going to take a tight end with my next pick just because why not? But the problem is that the best tight ends available are Delaney Walker, who was hurt all last year.
get you some Delaney.
And I don't trust it. Jack Doyle, who was hurt all last year.
He
And
is
run-
running and cutting at practice
Okay,
now.
yeah. Vance McDonald, who finishes
say it was
the
a good
top
thing.
10 tight end, but good luck picking those weeks. David Njoku, who has all the talent, but
Drop season of Joku.
yeah, it's nothing. Austin Hooper, who seems to always be floating around there, like weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
There's Greg Olson, who's retired more times than Michael Jordan.
No.
he was so good though. Wasn't he the number 1 tight end for like 3 years
If
in
you
a
say he
row?
retired more than Brett Favre, then I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah,
Michael
that's
Jordan. No big deal.
getting extreme. Just leave it alone.
It's just a brown quiz. Don't worry about it, guys.
Is it?
I don't know. All right, and then I think I'm going.
It's coming your way.
If it comes to me, I'm gonna do something a little crazier. I don't know why.
Me, Cole Hardman in the 10th round.
Yeah,
A little early
a
for-
lot of people jumped out of the draft. This is round 10. We're gonna cut this off. Whenever it comes to me, I am taking a tight end, and I'm trying to figure which tight end I want to take. And this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Should have took a rookie or a little bit later there. I think. I think N'Keal Harry went way too early too.
So after this 10th round, we will talk about our teams, how we feel about them, and then we'll just move on.
Close up shop.
Yeah, boys.
Cross.
If we can ever finish this thing. Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
It's me on
We're
the.
waiting on you.
Get it together.
Oh, well, this will be.
You take a week off and you're just.
Doing whatever you
It
want.
wasn't by choice. I'll tell you that much. Right?
Okay, vacation man. Oh, what?
Vacation man. You sound like
No.
Kawhi Leonard. I'm the board man.
You put
No, no,
the-
no, no.
You put the vacation.
Calm
in.
down, Clark Griswold.
You put the vacation.
Okay, calm down, Clark Griswold.
I get them boards. All right.
I don't think he got it. That's
Christian
okay.
Kirk, easy.
He wasn't focused on what I was saying.
You believe the hype?
I think I can afford to in the 10th
Yeah,
round.
I'm just saying. Like, do you think Do you think he could be starting on your team
I think he could be.
over Julian Edelman?
Yeah, I think he could be. I don't think it's going to happen right away. I think we need to see what's going to happen, Kyler Murray. I'm not going to start.
No, it's
him
his second
until-
year too, and
Yeah.
this is going to be a better. I think this will be a more dynamic offense. I don't know if it'll be so much better because I do worry about the offensive line play because you can draw up all the greatest plays in the world, but when your quarterback's laying on his back, it doesn't really do anything for you.
Yeah, he's my fourth wide receiver, so for me it doesn't really matter. I can live with that.
All right, Brock, let's go. Lesnar over here, probably drinking some Coors
While we're
Lights.
waiting, I will talk about my team because it is complete to this point. I got my quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Feel really good about that, where I got him. I got David Johnson and James Conner as my running backs. A.J. Green and Julian Edelman as my wide receivers. Hunter Henry and Kenyon Drake in my flex. My bench up to this point is Ronald Jones, Cortland Sutton, and Christian Kirk. I feel pretty good about my team. I feel like I could probably win it all pretty easily. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. No, but I do feel good about my team. I would like a little bit. I think I kind of reached a little bit on David Johnson and what his potential could be. There were great receivers there, but I do feel good about it overall. And I think that this is a solid team that I can do pretty well with. Eric, your team is complete to this point. Let's recap that, bud.
Yep, I got Big Ben, Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Tevin Coleman, Jarvis Landry, Royce Freeman, and Geronimo Allison. He was my last pick.
Pay no attention to my last pick, the first pick of the 11th round, because I definitely turned it on auto pick. But
I'm pretty happy with my team. In PPR, I could be a monster, period, dot. Like, that's 100 catches for McCaffrey, figure 70 balls for Aaron Jones. God knows what Tyreek Hill will do again this year if he plays. Cooper Kupp healthy. Yeah. I mean, my flex is a little weak, but I got some people I can plug and play there. I think Geronimo Allison in the 10th round is really good value. I think he's going to have a good year. Big Ben always produces. They're gonna throw whether they want to or not. I love my team for PPR. Absolutely.
okay. I mean, like I said, you have a good team.
If I had the number one running back, number one receiver, and number one tight end, I probably win a lot.
You'd probably be
And who's your quarterback?
Big Ben and Mitch Trubisky. I took.
Yeah, so Big
In
Ben
11.
has a chance to be floating around top 5 quarterback as well.
I mean, he threw for 5,000 yards last year. He usually throws for over 30 touchdowns. I think I'll be all right.
There's no
there.
Le'Veon Bell there to.
Yeah.
to stifle his creativity.
Yeah. All right, so my team. I'm just going to talk about tight end. I took Noah Fant. Now, had this been a real draft and we were going to play this thing out, I would have waited and taken him longer. But I just want to talk about it here.
Okay.
Because with the tight ends that were there, I wouldn't have grabbed a tight end there. I probably would have started filling the rest of my bench. Maybe took my kicker, Gostkowski, there probably is what I really would have done. Because that's what I do.
You do.
But
yeah, if you don't get one of those top 5 tight ends,
exactly.
man, it's just a barren wasteland.
You're playing
Good luck.
craps with it. So I have Andrew Luck, Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, Brandon Cooks, Chris Godwin, Noah Fant, Tyler Lockett. Biggest mistake, I think, for me in the draft was not grabbing one of those tight ends when I had the chance. Mm-hmm. I could have taken one
That's fair.
over Brandon Cooks, and I think I would have been fine. Then I have Rashad Penny on my bench. Corey Davis on my bench, who all the hype in the world every year, if he even lives up to half that, he's a fine player for me.
This is his third year, so let's see what happens.
Exactly. Third year. He could possibly have a new quarterback if he feel his fingers, which that's always a good thing.
How many rounds are there?
I don't know. I'm an auto pick because I didn't want to slow anybody up.
Yeah.
Then Darius Guys, who, if the knee's good, I'm good. I know Adrian Peterson's there, but Adrian Peterson was in New Orleans, and they wanted to give Alvin Kamara the ball, and they shipped him out.
Yeah, they gave Geis was the second round pick. They gave. I mean, he's the guy. He's
Exactly.
supposed to be the guy of the future.
Exactly. If his knee's good, now it might take a couple weeks for him to feel right.
But he's your fourth running back, so it doesn't matter if he plays
Exactly.
right
Like I can wait. And same thing with Penny. Like if Chris Carson starts off the year, I don't think I'll dump him. I'll probably hold on to him
now. All right.
and pay no attention to these other picks.
Yeah, if I could do anything over again, I probably would have taken another running back there.
Josh, anything you do over again?
Second.
Now looking at your team now of what happened in your draft, any guys you think you should have grabbed maybe before you?
I normally like to go with my first 4 picks, 3 running backs and 1 receiver. But for me, whenever I looked at who was left and available, I'm pretty happy with my team. Maybe I reached a little bit on a quarterback and a tight end, but with the upside of those guys, I feel okay. I would have liked to be younger at receiver. I think that's my biggest regret.
Yeah. I think, honestly, each year for the past probably 2 years, the running backs have gotten better, so it's harder to take 3 running backs. Because a couple years ago, when Antonio Brown was the number 1 player and we had all these wide receivers up there, you could go through there and all these people were doing 0 RB drafts.
Yeah.
You could grab you a bunch of running backs, but nobody's really going to that anymore because they know to win, you need at least one stud running back. A second one that could be a stud is preferable, but you need at least one.
Yeah.
So I think it's harder to do that now, and it's getting harder because I think more people are going to that strategy of get all the horses, put them all in the stable, a couple of them come up lame, you're good.
Oh, horses in the stable. I got them horses in the back.
I hate that song so much.
Second best thing Billy Ray Cyrus ever did.
First thing,
Achy Breaky or Miley?
Miley.
There you go.
All right. He didn't do her. He made her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at Empty Wagon FF and Facebook for that matter of fact. You can go to our website as well. The links are going to be on those social media web pages. You can hit Eric up at Guns of L19. Brad will be at Tack Jones, and I am at FF Josh Hughes. Thanks for your support. Get ready for this giveaway.
Get them mock drafts going.
Yep. Bye.